My cat accidentally got my wife pregnant, and I can't stop laughing. His name is Toby and he's an evil genius. I seriously think the greasy orange little furball is still smarter than our 1-year-old. He gets into everything, and I do mean everything. No door, drawer, or cabinet can stop him, and if he knows where something he wants is, he will find it. It's so bad that each morning I wake up to find every multiple cabinet doors in the kitchen wide open. Let me give some context. Last year my wife and I had our first child. It was a less than ideal pregnancy that had her dealing with weeks of bed rest and pain. It wreaked total havoc, not only her physical health, but her mental health as well. Fortunately, everything was all right in the end and she gave birth to our healthy 4 pounds boy just shy of 2 months early. Due to the difficulty of this first pregnancy and concerns over COVID, we decided it was best to put off kid number 2 for at least a couple of years. She started birth control shortly after. To be sure, we had no surprises, but the pill tends to make her very sick and she wanted to lose weight, so she stopped taking it. This is where our cat comes in. Fast forward to my first mess up, storing our protection in the same drawer as the Q-tips, which Toby just so happened to love destroying. He must have seen the box of Q-tips in the drawer when I put my rubbers away, because not even an hour later I stumbled upon a horrific scene of shredded cotton fluff everywhere. Toby had destroyed the Q-tip box and it was everywhere. I cleaned up the mess, and didn't think anything more of it. We ended up having some adult time later that night, and I vividly remember stumbling into the dark bathroom, opening said drawer, and blindly fumbling around in the box to pull out a rubber, thinking nothing of what happened earlier. That is until just a few weeks ago, when my wife was complaining of nausea and tender chesticles. We immediately shot each a concerned glance as this wasn't our first rodeo, and she felt the same way before discovering her first pregnancy. She still had a half-empty box of tests from the year before and decided to take one just to be sure. Followed by another one, and another one. All positive. We start racking our brains wondering what happened when suddenly it hits me. That darn cat. I ran over to the bathroom drawer where I kept the rubbers, dumped out the box on the counter and started to inspect each miserable little foil square. Sure enough, several had noticeable scratches, teeth marks, and even full-blown punctures in them. I hadn't checked before using the protection, and they were dabbled with small holes, rendering them useless. My wife and I were freaking out, but we knew we were in a financially stable position, so having another kid wouldn't be the end of the world. We ended up having a good laugh about it. I just can't wait to explain to my new child that they owe their existence to our cat Toby.